You're listening to Radio Primavera Sound, proudly presented by Cupra.
Hello and welcome today to a slightly chaotic episode of Line Noise, in which I spoke to DJ Spinn and Traxman from the Teklife Crew ahead of their Barcelona gig, which was on March the 1st, a date that will definitely have passed by the time you hear this, sadly. And I didn't get to go either. We were away, which is a real shame. Anyway, so both Spinn and Traxman are legends in the Chicago house juke footwork scene, scenes. We talk about that. We talk about dancing, history and the importance of history in dance music. We talk about partying, of course, and the importance of a crew. And we talk about lots more. I got to say, the audio is a little bit funny at times, but these are two legends of Chicago dance music, so I hope you enjoy it. And Line Noise comes to you with the support of Cupra. Spinn, Traxman, talking to you from Teklife Crew. You got a gig in Barcelona on March the 1st, Saturday, March 1st.
Yes. Yep.
Can I start out? I'm going to ask, it's a really stupid question, but it's one I feel like I've got to ask, which is like, when I talk about your music, I tend to use the word footwork, but like, I notice you use lots of kind of different terms. Sometimes you talk about juke, sometimes just house. How would you kind of refer to it?
Who, me?
Oh, both of you, yeah.
It all depends on what style we playing for the night, you know, because you got the ghetto house music that's slower in tempo, you know, 140 to 150. And then you get the juke music that's 150 to 160. And then the footwork music that's basically 160 and up, depending on what style you playing, who tracks you playing and stuff like that.
So you always kind of build it up throughout the night?
Well, it all depends. I let Traxman do that for the most part because he like to give people a history lesson.
Don't know what's happened to his connection, but I'm sure he'll be back. But yeah, it's been like I want to ask you a few sort of like, you know, things. But you started off as a dancer, right?
Yes, sir.
And Housematics?
Yes, sir.
And do you still dance?
No, sir. I'm 44 now, man. Like, I could dance like for exercise purposes, but yeah, I don't get out there on the dance floor, you know, and do it like, you know, like the rest of these young guys do it. I leave it up to them.
But how important do you think it is to like know about dancing to make your music?
Well, for me, it's, I don't know, man. I grew up on Michael Jackson and, you know, James Brown and, you know, that type of thing. And all my family used to make me do the dances and stuff like that. So like, it was just in me. Yeah, to do like the singing and dancing and stuff like that. So like, when it comes to producing the music, yeah, it definitely gave me an edge on making like a certain sound, I would think.
Cool. I was just asking Spinn about like dancing, how he started off in dancing. How about you? Do you still dance?
For me?
Yeah.
I never danced.
Never danced? No, but like not even in the crew. Come on, do you go to a club? Do you dance?
I glide. I just glide. No, I've just always been DJ's first producer. I'm just like just a hermit with the music.
Because you started out as a DJ as a teenager, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I was 8 years old.
Whoa.
I was 8.
And what appealed to you at 8 years old? What made you think like I want to be a DJ?
Music, because I always loved music. Something exciting about two turntables and a mixer and watching people dance and be mesmerized by that. So no, I set my sights on them. Like if I can't do anything else, that would be what I would do, and I would save the world for that. So hey, that's what it is.
And what drew you to music in the first place? Just the joy of watching other people dance?
Well, it's a vibration of people. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up watching Soul Train or things like that, or just going to like basement parties, like back in the day we used to have those, and just the smiles it put on people's faces, and they will always talk about the music that was played. So that's what I want, and plus it was something different, and everybody couldn't do it. When I started, it wasn't that you had to be real skillful.
So when did you first meet?
Oh, man, I met Traxman probably 97, 98, something like that. Taking a ride up to what was that? Damn,
Barney's.
was you at George's? George's or Barney's, bro?
Barney's Dance Mania.
Right. So we was making our rounds through the city. This guy named DJ Thaz and DJ Fats, they were shopping the mixtape at the time. So I was just tagging along with them. And I met Traxman at Ray Barney's. Yeah.
First time.
Like 97. I was like 16.
Because you already had a record out, right?
Yeah.
Traxman? First record came out in 1996.
Say it again?
Your first record came out in 1996, right?
Yeah, 96, West Side Boogie Tracks Volume 1, Dance Mania.
And you were working at Dance Mania then?
I worked there from 94 to like 99, 2000.
Okay. So am I right? The first time you kind of really worked together was the 2004 mixtape K-Town 2? Is that right?
K-Town to the Hundreds. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
So how did you go from like meeting in 97 to working together?
You know what? But you know what? I'll say this. From meeting Spin and Thaz at Dance Mania, I also, like a couple months later, I knew RP Boo, and RP Boo introduced me to Rashad, because I used to always heard about him. And this is in the same year, into 97, going into 98. And we all knew each other, you know what I'm saying? Camaraderie of music.
Yeah, us taking rides out to the west side,
Exactly.
Traxman coming out to the south side. Like a lot of DJs didn't do that. Like they just stay on their side of town, but like we was on something different.
Yep, that's true. And yeah, that's very true.
Well, why was that? Why were you different? Why did you kind of want to go out and check out different places, different DJs?
Man, I heard a lot about the west side. But yeah, well, we were selling mixtapes, but like the west side of Chicago, for us to be from the south side, it was like the party central. Like we knew and heard of this place called The Circle, which Traxman took us to. And it's basically the park. It's a park where everybody hang out. Well, what's the name of that park, bro?
Garfield.
Yeah, Garfield Park. I want to say Washington and shit, but Garfield Park. And like it's the same difference, but one on the west side, one on the south side.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I think we can never cancel out one or one be better than the other. It's just different styles. Different styles. That's all it is. But I think around the time when we did that, what was that? The K-Town to the Hunters joint. It kind of did like this: South side, West side.
Yeah.
Cross paths. One works, and one other thing works. So that's the dope thing about it.
Without wanting to embarrass you, what do you like most about each other's music?
Yeah, what do you like about my music?
Exactly.
Bro, Traxman, you can just go crazy. Like you always had your own style. Like it's hard to explain it in words, but like you got to just hear the music and like put them right next to each other, then you'll hear the different nuances from the west side, or even just Traxman style versus anybody else style. Like even like RP or myself, like we all got a unique sound. And Traxman, early in those days, he was the party man. He had all the chant tracks. Like he made tracks for the block people, all that. Like they got that selling weed. He had the Gambino's track. Like they come in there selling weed. They got a whole track, footwork. Like, well, not a footwork track, but like a ghetto house track at the time. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it wasn't even a ghetto track, because in that then we need deep and juke, but it could morph into footwork at any time. It can morph into footwork at any time. Spin style is smooth as hell, but he'll at any time. Smooth, but up. That's what I like about his style. No, the expected, unexpected. Spinn is one of my favorite live DJs, hands down.
And vice versa. Shit, like you hold it down, bro. Like for the history lessons. I was telling him that when your phone had, bro. He say, how we changed the music from ghetto house to juke to footwork. I say, well, Traxman usually get a history lesson man every set. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even with that, because I just try to get the people to not forget that music, or not forget it, or for the new people to be reintroduced to them. Like the DJ Dion's, Milton's, Paul Johnson, Wax Funk, Gerald, and all those guys. Because even when you play that music from 94, 95, it still has a hardcore relevancy to it still to this day. This is why you have all new DJs around the world, because somebody bought a Dance Mania record. So, no matter how it goes, it's still a hardcore influence from that era. So that's why I still play that music. And why shouldn't I don't do it, Well,
I wanted to ask about that actually. Do you think people appreciate the history of Chicago house? Because I think sometimes in dance music, it's always one of the next thing kind of people don't appreciate, what happened 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever.
You Spinn.
Well, it's I can't say people don't appreciate it. It's more so like who wants the knowledge. The people that want to seek the knowledge, they'll find out the history. Like that's what I found out. Like it could be a kid 16 years old from Sheffield, and if he listening to footwork music and he, want to learn and know more, you just type it up and you'll find it. But it's more so like a now thing. It doesn't matter when it was made. Like when people hear it now, it's like, what is this? It's fresh and new to me, It's not like us playing them same tracks in Chicago and these people been hearing it for years. It's like, oh, we never heard this out loud in public.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming to Barcelona as part of Teklife, the collective. Why do you think it's important to have a collective?
Oh man, it's like Wu-Tang, man. We grew up under the NWA, Wu-Tang, like groups of people doing good things. And with house music and ghetto house music, juke music, footwork, it hasn't been a lot of crews, but it was always some type of crew from WBMX days. You had the Hot Mix 5. Dion and Milton with they had an imprint at one time. Sluggo had an imprint with different DJs. Like it was always like a thing, like to have some sort of crew, or not a label, but a direction to go to. You know what I mean? Okay, it's Dance Mania, but then you get Subterranean Playhouse, or what was the name of Dion's? Freak Mode Records. You get Freak Mode from Dance Mania, and then when the Freak Mode records come out, you get a new Dion record, a new Milton record. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're playing in Barcelona, you're playing with Loafer. I didn't realize he was in Teklife Crew until I looked up recently. Like it's international, right?
Well, that's just family, man. That's just our brother right there. Like I can't say he's not Teklife, but that's our family.
That's that too, man. That's my man. And he can get down. He gets down.
Do you still both live in Chicago?
Yeah. And
what's it like? I mean, is it quite supportive generally? Do people, other producers support each other? Smile on your face. I don't know what that's saying.
You know what? I'm doing these. Spinn.
It's kind of 50-50. It all depends on what side of the coin you're looking at, right? Because you get a lot of people that support us. They play, the classics and stuff like that. But at the same time, people don't play the new music that we have in Chicago. They kind of just stick to what they know. They don't go. They're not playing Man and Traxman 3. They're not playing Teklife Volume 1. They're not playing the records that are recent. They're not even playing Double Cup like that. Not in Chicago.
Why not?
As the late great J. Dion would say, there's something in the Lake Michigan water. So Chicago has always been a little bit territorial like that, and you have to do a million units or you definitely got to be on TV, radio, TV, because Chicago is a very, very hardcore clout-based city also. It's very heavy clout-based. Like, well, you know, I carry records for Frankie Knuckle, so I'm the ish, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. So it's very clout-based. But
it cloud-based and corporatized. So like, if we do want to do something with a radio station per se in Chicago, if the program director don't allow it, then it won't happen.
What about clubs? Are there still lots of good clubs in Chicago? No, he's shaking his head for that.
If they are, I'm saying if they are, they're not checking for us. I mean,
but to be fair, we have played like some of the top clubs in Chicago. You know,
top clubs, yeah.
You know, they recognize it's just more so kind of what you're doing. If you out here doing something, you know, they want to showcase that. But if you just sitting around Chicago, they're not really checking on you like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Traxman, your recent album, The Mind of Traxman Volume 3, came out in January, I think it was. An excellent album. How did it come together? Like St. John Hawk put it together, is that right?
No, he did put it together. We both worked on it. And we went through 100-something tracks just to narrow it down to 15, just to see, you know, what will fit, how would this go, how would that go. So I think that's cool. But what's interesting is he A&R'd the album, and there are no more A&Rs. No, people just up and just put out an album without it, you know, you really going through it, you know, like, let's just take a listen to this album. No, let's see what works. I don't think that will work. I think this is a strong lead track. So that's what that's the thing that makes that album dope. And Session, you know, with that, which was cool.
Because it's like it works as an album, or it's not just a collection of tracks. It's like it tells its own.
Posted on your page,
I guess. Okay, so I was looking at your Discogs page, Traxman. Do you have any idea how many tracks you've made over the years?
I'm not going to go through that.
No,
I'm going to go through that. I can't. It's well over 5,000.
Wow.
No over exaggerated, because not just what is that, hard drives or anything like that, but I have tons of CDs, I have tons of DAT tapes, I have tons of just like stuff that pal or I'm still tracking down music from years ago. So I can't really even say, because it scares the hell out of me.
Scares you? Why does it scare you?
Because a lot of times I go through my music like, I made this, I did that, I did this, and it gets kind of scary because you just don't know what else is going to happen. But that just goes to show you that I was just on something. Because it just be at times I would make like 10 tracks a day. I don't even do that. Maybe one, maybe two, but not 10. I got things to do.
What about you, Spin? Like how your first record, according to Discogs anyway, was from 2004 with Rashad, Girl Bust Down. Is that right, or did you have kind of releases before that?
I was featured on a few Dance Mania releases. I had a few tracks. My first track that was out there was called I'm Bout It. It was on the DJ Thad record. I don't think I was credited on that. And then the second one was on the Bang 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 Skeet record. Yeah, I did some on the pledge too, but I did the Bout It track or whatever, like the masterpiece clip.
The Bout It track. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. So that was like the first release that I had on as a feature, and then I was on the Bang Bang Skeet album. Me and Rashad, I had a track on there called Motherfucker, which was like my homage to Paul Johnson.
And do you have like a favorite track of yours?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Bounce and Break Your Back.
Fair enough. Which was reissued this year?
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Why did you want to get that out again?
Because I got a lot of people sampling that record right now, and yeah, it's we got to get it in the right legal space.
Are they asking you to sample it, or are they just going ahead and sampling it?
Well, they sample it first, and then they ask me.
Right. How do you feel about that? Like, about people kind of sampling what you do? Are you happy about it? I mean, because obviously, you know,
it's what I want to call it, man. It's flattering for sure. It's a flattering thing, but when it comes to business, it's like, well, how much is this really worth? And that's the hard part, you know. What is this sample worth? Is this a big payday for me, or am I not taking advantage of the, you know, situation by probably giving it, you know, not giving it away, but you know, they not offering me, you know, a proper share. This song might do millions and millions and millions, and then I only get a couple thousand or something. So yeah, that's the scary part about that. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. These new people, you know, the new artists that want to sample your music, it could really blow you up. And then it's like, okay, shit, that's cool, but now I'm only known for this one song, and I got plenty.
Yeah. Hey, Traxman, one of my favorite songs on the new album is I Bet You Think This Track Is About You. What's the story there? Is that about someone in particular?
Well, that was a shot at anybody who had something to say about Traxman and why I'm not there. So, you know, I had this thing, but my mother would say that, you know, you're letting me, don't let people live rent free in your head. So I'm like, one day I'm like, you know, well, I'm living rent free in y'all head. And one day I was listening to Carly Simon's You're So Vain. And the part, I bet you think this song, because I'm like, oh, I'm using that. So I just know and just arrange it to that way. It's just, sometimes I do a lot of tracks that I can indirect talk to you, but it could be metaphoric, but you know, that everybody could get it. You know what I'm saying? So no, nothing like that. But this is pretty much in general thing too.
So that's one thing I love about the music you make is kind of the sampling. Like sometimes, and I'm talking like generally about, you know, Chicago producers and talking about nice.
I was just searching that song up in the restaurant. That's funny. I was in the restaurant and heard that song. I'm like, oh, what's that? And then, here you go, Carly Simon.
That song, I sampled that on the new record. You think it's all about you?
About you, yeah.
But see, that's well, like footwork is it kind of samples like.
Oh man, come here, man.
You'd make it.
Bro. Thanks, guys.
Hold on, say it again.
I was going to say, one thing I love about footwork is that sometimes, like when you listen to it, it feels like you'd sample anything. You know, you hear like a country song and you'd make a tune out of it. You hear a jazz song, you make a tune, or like a rock song or anything. Is that right?
Yeah. Hell, Charlie Pride, Dolly Parton, the devil went down to Texas, Alabama, Kenny Rogers, if it's Coltrane, if it's Max Roach, all the way to Parliament Funkadelic James Brown. But you know, that's cool. But I think what's cool is when we do music with original chords too, because a lot of people think I'm just set on just always sampling, which is cool. But I think it's dope when we're able to play, you know, you're able to, you know, do music and play your own chords, and with something really original. So no, I got some stuff on there too that's original with key, you know, keyboard, you know, lines and chords and stuff.
What about like what song from the album are you most fond of?
I don't know. I like Day and Night.
Okay.
Day and Night track.
See, I think it's interesting. You make so much music. I mean, I know you've slowed down a bit, but you make so much music. Do you think you're a good judge of your own music? Like when you make a song, are you able to go like, no? I'm
not a good judge of my own music. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But you know, I know I'm not always a good judge of my music. But sometimes I am.
And then sometimes it takes somebody to play it out, and you like, damn, that shit sound all right.
Exactly. And that's when I'll jump on. I'm like, huh? I made that? You play that record? You know what? I'm gonna start playing that record. Like Spin may play, they may play like say a footwork on air or something like that. Not saying that I would never play it because it's like that's one of my favorite tracks. But I have to be, it takes him to play it or somebody else to play it. Like, I think I better start playing my own record. You know, I have that, like I had like you Spin, you kind of got me back playing Bussin'. I wasn't playing it. I wasn't even playing The Architect. That's how bad that is. This is a good, and that's my favorite album.
Is that kind of one of the things that Teklife can do? You can kind of be like, no, that's a great tune. You got to get that out. You can support each other like that.
Yeah, the dope thing about the Teklife catalog period, going back, hell, even, oh my God, 17 years or 18 years, 20. We could still reach back from music from then, going up all the way to now. It's like, and the music is just spread it. No. We could be playing brand new tracks of now, and we could play brand new tracks from 20 years ago that we did, 10 years ago, because it's still fresh and it's still relevant. You got to remember, people still have birds in ears, and you know, just like with the what's the thing, it was with everybody wearing those 8-pack shirts. Just like I look at the Teklife that same way, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everywhere you go, everybody is inspired by that. So even with the music, so I'm pretty sure if they wearing these shirts, they definitely listen to the music. So, you know, we just treat it as such, and it's a cool thing though. So, and I'm glad to be a part of that.
Spin, you're in Sheffield right now, you said. Are you into Sheffield music?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Who you listen to from Sheffield? Do you like the blues?
Man, bro. Whenever I hear it, when people play it, because I got a bad memory, I can't lie to you. If it's not written down or sent to me directly, I don't know. I just know what I like to hear. And like the vibe out here in Sheffield has always been top notch. Like I've been coming out here since 2011, something like that. And like it's always been a vibe out here. Like I was hanging out with some young producers yesterday at the studio, and like they was just playing me just some fresh new bits, and I'm like, "Ooh, okay, this nice." Like I notice there's a lot of people out here who, you know, even in the world, like they want to make footwork music, but they feel like I'm not from Chicago or something like that. And I'm like, dude, that don't matter, bro. Like this is a genre now. Like do it, please do it. We need more people involved. You know what I mean? Even if it's not footwork, it's like stuff that go with it. You know, jungle or drum and bass and things of that nature. It's like, yeah, you know, let's keep the 160 flow going for sure.
Word.
Well, that interests me because it's like when you play internationally, do you have to play sort of very different from what you play in the United States? Or is it
Nah, it's just all it's crowd by crowd basis. You know, some crowds want to hear some abstract stuff like footworking on air and like shit, you know, just beat tracks and shit like that. Then other people, they want to hear more chanty track, more bounce and break your back type stuff and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just reading the crowd, seeing, okay, oh man, there's a majority ladies in here. I'm gonna cater to them, or it's a bunch of bros in here. Let me bro them out, you know. Straight up.
Did you say bro them out?
Bro them out.
Okay, I get it.
I think I saw you play in Barcelona like in 2012. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Rashad played Sonar.
Yeah, that was 2012.
That was a hell of
2011. I think it was 2011.
Right. Was it sort of different back then? I mean, did you, because, you know, then I guess footwork was coming more to becoming known outside of Chicago, and there were sort of like the Planet Mu compilations. Did you kind of feel like back then you had to educate people in a way, or was it just like, no, we're going to play our music? And
I feel that way every time I DJ. Every time I DJ, I feel like people don't know what the fuck they listening to. And I gotta, you know, even if they know the songs, it's like, nah, y'all still don't know. Like, let's go back. I'm gonna play something that I know y'all don't know. and it's 20 years old. And, you know, it's still the same feeling. I'm still re-educating, still putting them up to speed to like, man, we made this for the future. We made this for the future.
Look, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you both. What's it going to be like in Barcelona? I know I can't be there. I'll be, you know, doing off stupid things in the mountains, and I'm going to really miss it. What's it going to be like? What, you got anything planned?
Since the weather gonna be hot, we gonna be warm. We gonna be feeling good. No, we just gonna have a good time, man. It's business as usual. Like, you know, we just gonna read the crowd. We just gonna read the crowd.
And it's usually all night, right?
And when is that? That's the Thursday party, right?
That's no. That's the first.
Oh yeah, that's the first. Yeah, the party on the first. Yeah, cool. Yeah, good shit.
And where are you going on tour?
What is the next place we going?
We go to Vienna next.
Yeah, Vienna.
Your birthday party.
Oh, nice. Happy. How many years?
54.
Congratulations on what? Thursday? When is it? When?
Thursday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Celebrating early. Have a drink with me. Put your glass, please. Yes.
It's gone, bro. See you, bro.
Chewing gum is about the most decadent thing I have. That's not. No. All right. Saturday night. Even though I'm far away, I'll put on the record and I'll have a drink. That's the plan. Indeed, man. All right. Look, lovely to speak to you both. I hope it goes well. It will go really well. But have a great, enjoy the tour, and thank you so much. Man, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Cheers, then.